Generation Z has completely awakened from the Matrix. They're rejecting generations of toxic work culture and abuse, and the boomer establishment is starting to get worried. The New York Post published this shameless hit piece to try and gaslight and manipulate Gen Z into accepting dogshit wages and horrible working conditions. Unfortunately for them, Gen Z was having none of it. Gen Z hires unwilling to put up with toxic workplace BS. There, fix the headline for you. The younger generation is also more likely to use up their sick days than their older colleagues, recent studies have found. Yeah, that thing that businesses give you as an incentive to work there. That is necessary for humans to care for themselves when sick. Gen Z has the audacity to actually use it. How dare they? Why don't they just suck it up and get everyone else at work sick too, like tough, smart people? They said the same stuff about us millennials when we were entering the workforce. This is psychological warfare intended to make younger workers feel insecure and grateful for shitty jobs where management treats them like garbage. In 10 years, they'll be saying this about Gen Alpha. Of course, Gen Z has no delusions about the workplace. They grew up seeing what company loyalty and going above and beyond got their parents: jack, shit, and outsourced jobs. The company will drop them at the slightest pretense, so why shouldn't they do the same? The older generations don't want the younger ones to have a comfortable life, even though they had it easier. They think they didn't, and they think they've made all these sacrifices. Old people really want to feel oppressed. Man, this must really have employers in a pickle. Employers usually don't want to hire older, more expensive employees who know how the workplace will try to game them. Usually they hire cheaper, younger people who aren't yet aware of the corporate traps. But Gen Z kids aren't uninformed at all. Fuck the boomers. Technically, I'm Gen X, and I would love to see the day the boomers finally get a shoe up their ass and millennials and Gen Z make standard policy instead of the boomers' policy of unbridled greed and making it worse for every other generation. Gen Z, good work. Keep it up. Good. You boys are awesome. Here's hoping the rest of us millennials learn from you and make the executives' lives as miserable as they want everyone else's to be. As a Gen Xer, they said the same shit about us. I remember the articles in the news. Pay no mind to it. These fuckers want to enslave you, and they are pissed you have the audacity to stand up against it. Good for you, damn it, seconded. If you are selling your sanity, health, or relationships in order to make a buck, it's not worth it. Fuck your employer, because they will fuck you without so much as a second thought. Sincerely, a typically jaded Gen Xer. If capitalism didn't already exist, and somebody suggested we all work under a guy for 40 hours a week while they make all the money and decisions, we'd beat the shit out of them. I think the original was just slavery. So work under a guy, or else they and the rest of the village would beat the shit out of you. We're much more civilized now. Work under a guy or you become homeless, and the police or other people on the street beat the shit out of you. Yeah, it's totally different. Now, the slaves are allowed to pay rent for an apartment, yeah, but if you pay your slave 1,000 pounds per month and charge them 1,000 pounds per month rent, that slave is free. More like pay the slave 1,000 a month and the rent is 2,000, and also, if you quit, you lose your health insurance. What a deal. Now, if you thought this was good, check out this video where Gen Z not only destroys modern corporations, but modern society as a whole. I'll see you there.